How's it going today, guys? I just want to get on here real quick to say, I think one of the greatest things that any of us can do, especially as believers, is get into alignment with where God's calling us. Excuse all the moving, because I think it makes a big difference. Not even think it does make a big difference, because a lot of times they can get caught up in this performative era of just being a content creator versus actually being a follower of Christ, and it makes a big difference. It made me just yesterday I was in the gym. And I'm only using this as an example of being sure of where you're going. I'm only in the gym to get fit. A lot of people will hear that and be like, oh, you should push your body to the max. Not at all, because I'm not in there for that. So I meet this guy. He used to be in the Navy SEALs and stuff like that. He's telling me about all this stuff. And I was just like, like, that sounds great and all. Like, not to sound rude, because he's an older gentleman. Obviously, we're called to respect our elders. I say not to, not to disregard what you're saying, but I can use some of that advice, but all of that advice is not for me. He looked at me. I guess he took a little personal what I said, and he started going off about all his history and all the people he helped win bodybuilding tournaments. And I said, you're literally just proving my point. I don't want to be a bodybuilder. And he turned around and looked at me. And he was like, oh, I see what you're saying, young man. I said, literally, if all your advice is to help people bench 600 pounds and squat 800, that's not my advice. Because they're literally tearing their bodies to shreds. Come on now. And I think that's one of the most beautiful things that any of us can do, is to get into the know with what we are aligned with. Everything somebody said sound good, you just roll with, because you're not in alignment. Every time someone goes against how you feel, you take offense to it because you're not in alignment. And a lot of times you get around people that are better than you, what they help you get started with is for free. And if they see that that's too expensive for you, don't worry about the scheduling, don't worry about the courses, don't worry about the routines, don't worry about none of the plans. Even your pastor. This is not for the performative people. The pastor can tell you, or maybe it is, the pastor can tell you to go home and cry out to the Lord and Lord, help me with my unbelief. And you still won't go home and do that. It does not cost you anything to do that. And when I'm saying cost, I mean money. Oh yes, it will cost you a comfort though. But anything that calls you higher will cost you the comfort of where you are at. But no, real deal. It's just like, man, you really want to see where the God can take you. You really want to see how the Holy Spirit can flow through you, man. Go home and ask Jesus for this. Ask Jesus to reveal himself to you. And what do you do when you go home? You go home and assume that he probably tripping. You don't even crack open your word. You just doom scroll the rest of the night. You start overthinking yourself. You start jumping up to keep yourself from overthinking. Real deal. And then when people see that, what do you think they say? Of course, they're not going to sit there and beat you over the head, but he's not really ready to grow. The stuff that is free, he's not willing to do. So why would he do something that cost him? Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, that's a pinch that can cause an abrasion. Y'all take that as food for thought, man. Y'all have a blessed day.